If you whittle down the list of restaurants that shaped modern Los Angeles dining culture, the places where the now stereotypes of California cooking were once fresh revelations, from which influences continue to ripple even if younger generations have no knowledge of their origins, Campanile would hover in the top 5, maybe even the top 3. Mark Peel, who died Sunday, and his then-wife, Nancy Silverton, opened the restaurant in 1989 at 624 South Lane, Brea Avenue, in an arched, ornamental Spanish Colonial Revival set piece of a structure built by Charlie Chaplin in 1929. Until they split in 2005, they were viewed by the world as the first couple of the nation's emergent California Mediterranean restaurant ethos. Both chefs had worked for Wolfgang Puck during his ascendance with Spago. They helped him tease out his wild, new West vision of food as a grab bag of fusion flavors and the kitchen as a playground of ideas. For their own restaurant, though, they moved in the opposite direction of smoked salmon pizza and lobster spring rolls. Peel had cooked at Chez Panisse, and he drove the farm connection at Campanile literally, at first hauling produce himself from Chino Farms in Rancho Santa Fe, 2 hours south of the restaurant. With his mastery of the grill and Silverton's wondrous bread baking and pastry programs, the pair codified the notion of American, urban rustic cooking. I had my first meal in Los Angeles at Campanile. It was spring 1997. I was 24 and worked at a restaurant in Seattle, making desserts and cooking brunch on weekends. My best friend, Kazzie, was trying to make it as an actor in LA. I flew down to see her, and our dinner plans, straight from the airport, were a long-awaited, foregone conclusion. Kazzie had been to the restaurant's famous adjunct Brea Bakery but never to Campanile, an experience we'd both been saving up for. Memories of that night will sound like cliches now, the startling, direct earthiness of fava puree enriched with good olive oil and lightened with lemon, the smoke that clung to swordfish seared with inky grill marks. I'd ordered it in the hopes of tasting swordfish that wasn't overcooked, like it was in basically every restaurant in those days, and my risk was rewarded. Kazzie's entree was a crisp flattened chicken with a garlicky parsley salad, a menu staple. The dish wasn't as austere as it sounded. Peel dressed it in a sauce he called beurre fondue. We asked for every dessert. I best remember a galette of both fresh and dried cherries. Vanilla bean and balsamic vinegar flavored the filling, and the ways their taut contrast complemented the fruit stretched my brain as a young cook. As baseline and even old-fashioned as the meal sounds, few chefs, then or now, really pull off the simple yet profound style of cooking with consistency and abject deliciousness. Campanile did. Legends of Los Angeles food criticism, Ruth Reichl, Jonathan Gold, S.